Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Pharma Tricks for Exams. In this video, we will see the different types of the glasses as per the IP Indian Pharmacopoeia and use of the each type of the glass, and also we will cover the manufacturing of the glass. Okay, it is nothing but it is also called as a molding of the glass. Okay, let's start. There is only four types of glasses are there: type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. Okay, so first we will see the type 1 and the type 2 glasses. Okay, yeah, see here type 1 and type 2 I have compared side by side. Okay, so that you can remember them easily by comparing it. Okay, see here type 1, it is a highly preferable glass. It is a very good when compared to the type 2, type 3, type 4. Okay, and this is called as a highly resistance glass. Okay, in the last video I have already told the problem of leachability. Okay, here you cannot find any leachability for the type 1 glass. Okay, because we are using a boron. 6% of the boron we are adding to the glass material while we are preparing the ampoules or vials. Okay, and we are adding a boron in the form of boric acid or boric oxide we are adding. Okay, in order to neutralize the all the glass materials. Okay, that's why this is also called as a neutral glass. See here, glass materials are alkali in nature. We are adding a boric acid. Okay, that's why the alkali nature will be get neutralized. That's why it is called as a neutral glass. That's why there was no problem of leachability in the type 1 glass. See here, borosilicate. Brand name is available as a Borosil. That we will see the Borosil brand name in the glasswares of what we are using in our regular laboratory. Okay, and type 2 glasses. This is called as a treated soda lime. Okay, what is this treated? See here, the inner surface of the glass bottles we are going to treat with the sulfur dioxide, aluminum chloride or ammonium chloride. Anyone we are using for the treatment of the inner surface of the glass bottles. Okay, these three chemicals were appeared in our old question paper. Okay, how you are going to be neutralize or dealkalize the type 2 glasses, like that question was appeared in the old question paper. Okay, so here in this type we are adding a boron to the glass material while preparing the glass bottles. But here after preparation of the glass bottles we are going to treat with the chemicals, these chemicals. Okay, these three chemicals if you treat with, we can prevent the problem of leaching. This leaching we can call it as also weathering or blooming, we can call them. Okay, all these three are the same names. Okay, so that we can avoid the leaching problem here. Okay, this is called as a dealkalized glass. Both are same, dealkalized glass, because we removed the alkali, we blocked the alkali by giving a inner surface treatment with the chemicals. Okay, yeah, next see here the uses. This type 1 glass is very good. I have already told you, it is actually highly preferable for parenterals, any parenterals. Okay, and here we can see the aqueous and non-aqueous parenterals also we can use this type 1 glass. And also this is suitable for buffered, unbuffered. This is also I have explained in my previous videos all these terms. Okay, buffered, unbuffered parenterals, and also we can store the strong acid or strong alkali or neutral parenterals also. Whereas type 2 is somewhat less quality than the type 1. That's why we can use only for the powder parenterals. This is also called as solid parenteral. See, in the glass bottle we can store only the powder. This is also called as powder for injection. Okay, this we can see that some of the vials consist of only the powders, and also they will supply with the water for injection. So both they can mix together before the injection. Either the doctor or nurse Okay, they mix together these two, okay, before the injection. And also this type 2 is used only for the oligogenous and not used for aqueous. That's why I kept here, see here, aqueous, do not use for the aqueous, use only for the oligogenous. And buffered, unbuffered, these two, here you can use only for the buffered parenterals, unbuffered not suitable for the type 2. Okay, and acidic or neutral, don't use alkali because this is a somewhat leachable problem when compared to this. So if we are using for alkali if leaching plus we are already using the alkali parental, so that alkali may be increased, it may leads to a systemic alkalosis. That's why you should not be used for the alkali parenterals. Yeah, next we will see the type 3 and type 4. Type 3 is called as a regular soda lime, whereas a type 4 is called as a general purpose soda lime. Okay, so most of the students, they will get confused. Soda lime, this is here also soda lime, and here also you can find the soda lime. So general purpose, and this is for regular. So don't get confusion in the examination. Okay, read the question completely before going to give the option. Okay, and this regular soda lime glass we will use only for the anhydrous parenterals. Anhydrous parenterals. Okay, this is also appeared in old question paper. Which type of glass is suitable for the storing of anhydrous parenterals, like that asked. Okay, and here also this is general purpose soda lime, we are not using for the parenterals. That's why it is also called as NP. This question has also appeared in old question papers. Okay, NP means non-parenteral glass. We are not using any parent. This is only for other things like oral route suspensions, like a tablets, capsules. So nowadays you can find in a medical shop a big jar consists of a tablets or capsules. Okay, for those type of preservations we can use this type of glass. Okay, and also we can use for the to store the creams, ointments, like that. Okay, so type 4 is except the parenteral, oral route, topical route you can use. That's why it is called as a non-parenteral glass. Okay, it is having a low hydric resistance glass, opposite to that of the type 1 glass. Okay, and so these are type 4, all type 4s, and their uses are important in the examinations. And also this concept also a good concept, and it is also appeared. Blowing is appeared in old question paper, casting is appeared, drawing is also appeared. Okay, so how to prepare the glass, ampoules or vials, how to prepare. Okay, there is only 4 methods are there, 1 2 3 4, all are very very simple. Okay, no need to by heart, nothing. Okay, just you listen the concept so that you can automatically understand how to prepare the glass. See here, generally whenever you are preparing a ampoule, see here I took the example of ampoule, there is a die. See, this is called as a die. The die consists of the cavity. See here, this is called as a cavity, this is called as a mold, ampoule mold, this is ampoule mold. Okay, and here you see the glass liquid. Glass is there in the form of a liquid at a high temperature. Okay, it acts as a liquid. Okay, and this glass liquid we are sending inside to the cavity, so that liquid will take the shape of this mold. Later we have to cool the system. When you cool the system, automatically the liquid glass will get a solidify. After solidification, you remove the die so that you will get a glass. Okay, that is the method of the preparation of the, in all the methods, in all 4 methods, same method we are following all. Then what make the difference, that we will see now. Okay, this is very common in all the 4 types. Okay, see here now, blowing. This is a method. In this method we are using a compressed air to send the glass liquid into the mold. Compressed air. Here we can put a fan or air, compressed air, so that compressed air will push the glass liquid into the cavity. Okay, and second one, drawing. See here, the name itself indicate drawing. Here also name itself indicate blowing. Air, we are using air just like a blow. Okay, and here we can see drawing. You have to draw the liquid into the cavity. You have to pull. This is also called as pulling. You have to pull the glass liquid into the cavity. That is a suction. We can use a suction here. Here you can small suction you can use here, so that you can pull this glass liquid in. That type is called as a drawing. This is also appeared in the question paper. And pressing. In pressing, we are using a mechanical force or pressure, just like a scapula like structure. We can use various, just like a spoon like structure. Okay, like that we are using some material here, and we are going to apply the pressure, so that mechanical force we are applying, so that we are pressing the glass liquid, so that glass liquid will enter into the cavity. Okay, and last one is called as a casting. In the casting, what we are using is just earth gravity is more than sufficient, okay, to enter the glass liquid into the cavity. Sometimes we can use centrifugal force also. Centrifugal, if you apply the centrifugal force here, okay, automatically the glass liquid will enter into the mold. Later the same process, you have to go for cooling. Okay, when you cool, the liquid glass get converted into the solid, into the shape. This is also a these four types are very important for the examinations. Okay, all the best for your examinations. Okay, and repeat or rewind the video if you want to see if you have any doubts. Okay, thank you and all the best exams.